into it. So you're kind of taking that return damage from the E. And so there are some little tricks and so on. It's not like if you're just going to get completely blown out by an Ori, but you do expect the Orianna to have a CS advantage.
No, man. What are you saying? No way.
Nick, if you look more handsome with
hold on. We already got some violence here at level 1. Shopify Rebellion is on the board. 100 Thieves were too busy. Yeah, we are not having a good time in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane Contracts looking to make it even more painful here as Quid tries to flash away. But the third hit of the 3 talents. Yeah, Dokla's going all in. Fudge in some danger here, trying to drop some needlework to get himself away. Third hit does connect, and okay, Fudge is all right, but man, Dokla is running this 1v1 while Shopify starts up the Drake on the bottom half of the map. Ayla on the approach here, as 100 Thieves are trying to at least steal away the blue buff in the enemy jungle, with Fudge being forced back. Remember, there is no teleport here on the Gwen, so it's a long walk back to lane. But
Flash on the other side, so he's going to be pretty comfortable.
Meanwhile, Flash spent in the mid lane there by Palafox, trying to get away as River scraps with Contracts back and forth. Both junglers on the edge of death, but it's Contracts who falls, and River stays alive. They can build that lead, but right now it looks like 100 Thieves willing to contest for control over this bot side River, but not overcommit to it. Ayla jumps in for a grand entrance. Seo's not going to take a whole lot of damage here as Contracts is the initial target. Tries to get himself back away, but he's charmed up, locked up. Shopify trying to fight back, but River has already got the kill here on the Contracts. Palafox in a lot of danger. Nice shockwave. Fetal Warfare claimed by 100 Thieves as Shopify Rebellion fall apart in the River.
Yeah, Shopify kind of walked in there a bit haphazardly, and B-Boy's pretty split. Dokla looking to get aggressive once again here. 100 Thieves just kind of collapsed on one side. They initially looked for Zeus, but B-Boy was never really able to join up with Palafox and Contracts. They got kind of pushed out the side, and Quid held onto that shockwave for a long time. Didn't actually need it to kill off Contracts. Saves it to be able to grab that kill onto Palafox. Really well done by 100 Thieves.
Now Dokla's ready to fight up here on the top side yet again, but Fudge with the last cast of the needlework goes snip, snip, cuts him down. Fudge gets the 1v1 kill, but now Quid ready to get one in return. Misses the command attack. Fudge with a flash away, but Quid follows it with a nice...
had was 5 losses before win. That was back in 2019 summer. And at this point, they are 4 losses without a win here. This was actually the roster that they were playing with, where they had this like 7-man roster going on with Zaligo and Ryu splitting time, with Someday and Fake God that they didn't play against. And so that has to be taken into consideration. You can't just look at the records.
Okay, Fudge versus Dokla yet again. The 1v1 down here on the bottom side. Dokla trying to jump back away, avoids the final cast of needlework. Both of these top laners down to a few hundred HP here now, and both of them continuing to fight. Flash follow there with a counter strike, and Dokla barely misses out. Tier 1 turret, Fudge jumping in. River and Ayla coming down, but Contracts is also nearby. He'll force 100 Thieves back for the moment. The clone takes most of the damage. Flash forward from Contracts there for the last hit of the 3 talent strike, and now Ayla's got to flash away to try to escape. Pop the quickness, again disengaging. Seo's not going to find a lot here with a Magnet Storm, but now they finally lock up Dokla, and he is chopped up. B-Boy takes the
was able to kill him. If Contract didn't show up, I think that Quid would have been able to finish him off. But now it is 100 Thieves getting a bit of damage down on the B-Boy and starting up this Herald.
Okay, Tier 1 turret claimed in the top side at the same time.
And now Quid moving down. This turret was already put very low from Dokla last time he was pressuring, so now they're going to be able to knock down another tower. Quid took down that top lane tower, walks down towards. They're not even going to contest, they're just going to give it up for a tower. So not feeling like they're in a position to actually be able to fight here. But it does mean you're going to lose the mid lane tower, so you're going to lose your last outer because the Herald has been sewn up. You're going to lose the Dragon and the Feats. Yes, you will get a Tier 1 tower top eventually, but doesn't feel like the best trade here for Shopify. So we'll see if they can actually pressure more. But I mean, Dokla's already up there to cover the Tier 2, so I don't think that they're going to get a second tower or anything like that.
Yeah.
And 100 Thieves, at the end of the day, I think are going to be very happy with how this has gone.
I mean, it's 1 tower for 1 tower with a... But I don't really think anybody's going to be rushing that one super fast here in this game. Dokla putting in some quick work on the Tier 2 turret up here with the top side flashes, the energy banner, a favorite in the hearts of many a North American fan, as Dokla does take out the Tier 2, but now B-Boy has arrived. Dokla trying to get away.
Actually make mistakes, and Dokla's looking for plays, looking for solo kills, and trying to play aggressive.
Big Dokes is ready to go, and 100 Thieves is ready for the Otacon. Shopify Rebellion bringing some manpower down here, but they're going to have to make their move pretty soon.
Dokla's
Teleport ready to arrive, but immediately Dokla is ready to greet Palafox as Shopify tries to engage down here on the bottom side, but River has already cast the Cyclone. Contracts again, just melted before we can do anything meaningful here in the fight. River with a second cast of the Cyclone puts some pressure on B-Boy as Fudge is about to die. 200 Thieves looking good in the fight. Quid goes on a killing spree. It's a 2-for-1 trade across the map so far for the Thieves. Zeus tries to get away, a double kill back over to Quid. He stays alive for a moment, but B-Boy cleans one up. B-Boy trying to be the hero here for Shopify Rebellion, needs one more auto attack. Phosphorus Bomb gets a triple kill for the Corki as he finally dies. It's 4 dead bodies on both sides. A bloodbath around the Otacon.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight. And 100 Thieves going in a 3v2 with very low health bars. Zeus landed a double shattering strike.
Now B-Boy super far ahead, 1,500 gold ahead of FBI on the Yunara. However, the greatest lead in the game is still Quid, 2,000 up compared to Palafox, and it's 100 Thieves starting up the Otacon. They've already got it down to 5,000 HP. Teleport coming in, 100 Thieves immediately decide they do not care about the objective. They only want the fight. A lot of damage done to Fudge. He's already dead as the fight continues. The second cast of the Cyclone is death for the second solo laner of Shopify Rebellion. 100 Thieves having a great fight so far. FBI wants to get away from Contracts, and he's the last man standing on the Rebellion, and 100 Thieves will put that Rebellion to rest. A triple kill to Quid, and 100 Thieves make him look
Stand
sick.
on him, pop the ulti, so it's instantaneous that you are charmed up. There's no way to react to that whatsoever. He gets burst down in a hurry. Palafox, who had lost his flash on the last play running from Dokla, also gets knocked down, and then it's really only B-Boy who can do anything, but even he cannot stop them. Quid is so fed now. They get the Otacon. He gets a triple kill after already being 2K ahead, and they're going to grab the Dragon. It feels like 100 Thieves now are on the...
Palafox waiting in the wings, seeing if there's a flank opportunity here. Fudge, skip and slash over the wall, ready to try to set up some sort of a flank maneuver of his own. River ready to go in now as Palafox tries to get the engagement. 100 Thieves is ready to reply. B-Boy's about to die here at the very start of the fight. 100 Thieves staying alive so far. River putting the pressure onto Palafox at the same exact time as Fudge can't get anybody. Contract's about to lose his ulti, about to lose his life, about to lose the game. 100 Thieves run him over.
Nicely done there by 100 Thieves. Dokla had a good flank. And though the engage this time with Zeus and Palafox looked promising, they still could not burst down anyone. And when you don't get those initial kills, there was just no way they were going to win the extended fight. And now you're losing the tier 2 mid. Now you're even going to lose probably the tier 2 bot. You're losing the Baron. They're pushing everywhere while taking the Baron. And 100 Thieves are just miles ahead at this point.
I feel like that's the end of it. Unless 100 Thieves make an absolutely unforgivable error, this game is too far out of reach now for Shopify. They send the Hail Mary.
Time, so I wouldn't blame Contracts for just trying to flip it, go in, see if you can get it. They're going to look for Dokla.
Yeah, Contracts jumps in after the Jax, and that's not where you want to be. He's already down, and the Dragon is claimed. The soul belongs to 100 Thieves, and the game is about to go the same way. Fudge in stasis for only a moment longer. FBI is on a killing spree. There's nothing left of Shopify, man. 100 Thieves. Just throw them all in the wheelbarrow and haul them back to Fountain.
Yeah, Contracts told me he's going to show Unk what is up, but it's Dokla getting the last laugh in this one.
And there it is, the Keck W Braum at the same time. 100 Thieves know they just won the game. They'll force the wave through down here in the bot side. Tier 2 turret is already gone. Quid putting in work back over in the mid lane, but he knows they don't need 2 lanes to win this one. Contracts is going to be back alive here in about 5 seconds, but I'm thinking his screen's only going to be in full Technicolor for a few seconds if he leaves that Fountain. 100 Thieves closing in on the Nexus turrets. Contracts wants to go in, and there it is. Blink and you'll miss it. He's down again. Another ace here for 100 Thieves, as the last Nexus turret is the only thing standing between them and a Game 1 victory. Shopify Rebellion respawning, trying to scramble, get in there in time, but it ain't gonna matter. 100 Thieves, FBI is on a rampage. Palafox taken down one more time for good measure. 100 Thieves takes Game 1.
Yeah, you can tell Dokla was loving it at the end.
These two being like the 2-man hit squad that just sets up plays, makes things happen. There's a great amount of setup between Alistar and Maokai. There is zero damage. It looks like B-Boy and Zeus might be in a bit of a tough spot here. Big Dokes charging in with a Scion ulti, but he misses as Zeus flashes away from it. A little bit more damage as River tries to follow up. Zeus taken low, but not dead just yet. 100 Thieves with a sloppy dive, completely missed the mark. And B-Boy and Zeus make him look silly. FBI is going to be killed for first blood. Palafox jumping into the One, and 100 Thieves are regretting this decision.
Yeah, really well played there by. Then gets picked up off of the roam.
Oh, but meanwhile, we're right back into the fight up here on the top side. Zeus surely dies here. FBI picks that one up, so almost entirely useless in terms of a purchase. Like, it just does not have much impact, so it definitely feels bad if that's the only thing in your inventory, as Ayla's going to feel even worse now, getting caught out. B-Boy and Zeus doing the damage to make this a 2-1 game.
The moat has upgraded. It has become
Garbage even once they're fully evolved. Like, that's the glowing mode. Meanwhile, curtain call opens up. Zeus and B-Boy got to be a little bit careful here, but they're turning it around rather nicely. River drops, and the feat of warfare is claimed by Shopify Rebellion. Part of Valor, we're not confident in this fight, and it's not worth the risk.
Yep, not going to go for anything crazy there, and we'll just give it up. But that doesn't mean second objective.
B-Boy has to arcane shift away, get to safety. Compared to the range of FBI, is now River knocked up in the air, goes for the Cataclysm here with the contracts. FBI opens up the curtain call. River's about to die here first. He's barely getting away. The last little bit of damage finds him. A contract will also fall. Fudge jumps in the middle of everybody here with a teleport, but he's going to be contained for now. Palafox jumps in with a fake seal, does not find a target. Shopify on the run. Nice deadly flourish. Locks up the enemy mid laner as Palafox has to flash back over the wall. B-Boy disengaging too. I mean, you pointed it out in game number 1. A big thing that 100 Thieves was doing so well with Jin for FBI, as we do have the Herald summoned up. River is driving it, kablam! Takes down the tier 1 turret. 100 Thieves will be happy with that one.
Yeah, at least in the meantime for Shopify, we had Fudge pushing on bot side, so they got feats confirmed here, as they do have those upgraded boots. He's just going to drive it over to the Dragon, and 6 man showing up here.
Exactly, but the fight has already started. Fudge isolated from the rest of the battle as Zeus is knocked down to half HP, but he still has the unbreakable will. 100 Thieves turning their attention back over to the river, back over towards the Drake as they have it down to 3,000 HP. Fourth shot, going to take it low enough to smite it down. Zeus gets caught out by the deadly flourish there as Big Dokes is ready to follow it up, and FBI goes on a killing spree. It's
okay. It's going to be hard to get through Dokla, and then you already have the Seekers picked up early here by Quid, which is going to make him really difficult to knock down. FBI is positioning pretty far back, goes for the Ghost Blade as well as
but it does not matter, but now he's still at about 10% HP. Shopify Rebellion is already starting up the Otacon. They've got it down to half. 100 Thieves move in, looking to stop them. Palafox, 2/3 HP. Curtain call opens up. Otacon down to 4,000. Zeus tanking up here in the very front of the fight. Fudge rejoins with the teleport. Doka on the front line. Otacon down to 2,000. Going to be secured by contract. Doka jumps into everybody, but it's Palafox into the back line. Shopify Rebellion fight an absolutely massive fight. They'll kill 3, they'll take the Otacon, and that's exactly what they need. Not gonna find anything. Mystic shots not hitting a lot of targets here either. Palafox with the Q3 ready to jump over the wall if he needs to. Ayla down to half HP. Contracts looking to control the River here still, as River himself knocked down to 40% here too. There's your Maokai ultimate. Shopify Rebellion have total control over the bot side. River and 100 Thieves are having to try to get away. Big Dokes brought down to size as Palafox dives into the back line yet again. Quid's trying to get away. Nice shuffle, but it only hits Zeus. Meanwhile, public execution from Fudge. Double kill for the One. Fudge makes it number 3. And 100 Thieves he has the shield bow. He has the Blade of the Ruined King. He has everything he needs to keep his presence. Down there in the bottom lane, FBI though, saved by this Tempered Fate, trying to get away! Followed by Contracts, who doesn't quite have enough damage. The last Bramble Smash won't kill him off, but the public execution for Fudge gets the job done. Fudge in danger now, tanking the turret damage. Quid needs a little bit more, and he finally gets one back. Shopify Rebellion playing very far forward, but is it actually an overextension? Quid getting a lot of damage here on a B-Boy. Dokla still looking maybe for an angle as River jumps forward and B-Boy flashes away. Low health bars on both sides, but it's so hard to turn it around. Fudge has to try to escape now, just barely tries to get away, but the Tempered Fate catches him. River with a nice timing. EQ combo catches Fudge unawares, and now with the enemy top laner down, 100 Thieves sees their opportunity. They are going after the Baron. They know they have to do a big play to get back in the game.
And Palafox is still farming the blue buff because he has 3k gold. He's trying to finish his IE, but he's not here.
Okay, the Baron's already down to 4,000. Shopify Rebellion trying to step up in a 3v5, but the Baron has already been claimed. 100 Thieves find a big pick onto Fudge. They find the Baron right after. Shopify don't get anything back. That might be exactly what they needed.
Really? And they decided to make this call. The Palafox isn't going to join. He had teleport up and available, but he's farming jungle camps while they're doing the Baron here. Because he was sitting on so much gold, he wanted to complete the full IE. He just had the crit cloak. He does get the Infinity Edge, but you lose the Baron. And you have to wonder, could he have gotten over there? And maybe Quid has no teleport, so they just have to be at the Dragon, start this right on spawn. It feels like Shopify, as a result, maybe making the call to just give up the Dragon. Zeus in trouble.
Yeah, River engages, but it's only onto an Alistar, ready to go with ulti. B-Boy fires off the True Shot Barrage. Zeus still at plenty of HP, while Palafox has taken down the inhibitor turret up there in the top lane. 100 Thieves, yeah, they've got control of the bot side, River, but again, they have to start the Dragon right now. It's going to begin. They've already got it down to half HP. We'll see if 100 Thieves can secure it. Yes, they will. Mountain Drake is theirs. Dopa makes his way back into the base. He will be able to defend the inhibitor, but the turret itself is gone. That inhib will be exposed for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that is going to be annoying, but at the end of the day...
P5 if 100 Thieves get engaged on, and Fudge is swooping around from the side. Sundisk also about to expire. Ayla's going to be the first one killed. Fate sealed from Palafox. River's knocked up into the air as 100 Thieves try to fight back, but they can't find anything. Shopify Rebellion. Big moves coming out from Fudge, but Quid's ready to turn it around. Shut down over to FBI. Fudge about to drop next. Quid goes on a killing spree, and 100 Thieves try to fight back. Quid finally falls. FBI's getting away, but the True Shot Barrage cuts him down before he can fire the fourth shot.
2,400 gold, so went back, does complete that, and they are on the Baron. 100 Thieves got to approach, but B-Boy getting some good chunk down on the Quid to start the fight.
Yeah, Palafox and Contracts. Palafox does so much damage, they can easily just two-man the objective. So 100 Thieves is going to start trying to take the fight. Contracts fires the ulti backwards. Curtain call from FBI. They're looking to focus down Fudge. Public execution ain't getting a whole lot just yet, but the fourth shot needs to come through. Fudge staying alive while Quid's about to die. The stasis will end here in only a moment, and Contracts takes the kill. 100 Thieves are scattered. Shopify will claim themselves a Baron, plus the enemy mid laner dead for the next 45 seconds.
I loved how B-Boy, Zeus, and Fudge were able to play that. They effectively had to play a 3v5 while their teammates sold the Dragon.
Okay, Palafox going in after FBI here. Soul Unbound goes very far forward. Last turret shot nearly gets the Guardian Angel, but close ain't close enough. As B-Boy continues, stepping up just a little bit further here, fishing for those Mystic shots. Wants to take down the turret. A couple more hits will do it, and B-Boy takes more money for the Rebellion. They're up almost 6,000 gold now, and the Mountain Soul is clean.
Yeah, that feels like the straw that broke the camel's back there for sure. They get the Baron, they get the kills, they get the soul, and now 100 Thieves, I think, are just not going to have enough to deal with what Shopify have built up at this point. It is a massive lead, 6K plus a good 4,000 worth of stats from that Mountain Soul. It's going to make it so hard for them.
4,000 worth of stats from the Soul. You got about an extra 2,000 in stats from the Flower bonus that they have. Remember, they claimed the Otacon all that time ago.
Like a 12K lead.
Yeah, Shopify is just so far ahead now. 100 Thieves would have to pull off some kind of a miracle to come back into the game. Palafox jumps over the wall, Soul Unbound, a little bit of damage, immediately snaps right back as soon as River goes for a potential combo on him. True Shot Barrage nearly kills Quid. That Ezreal ulti is real strong right about now.
Yeah, it is looking powerful. They're looking now for River.
Yeah, River having to flash away on the Jarvan. Losing that summoner spell is so critical right now. For 100 Thieves, we're talking about you need a miracle to have any kind of a chance. Part of that miracle is a big engage, but the engage belongs to Shopify Rebellion. The turret is already gone and FBI is already dead. The Shurima Shuffle's not going to do a damn thing. B-Boy is dominating, and 100 Thieves will crumble. The last sand buckles before the might of Shopify Rebellion. And are they even going to lose a single man? It does not look like it. Nobody even got hurt, Azael. And Shopify with the last bits of Dokla's Scion body fading away. Shopify is going to tie this one up. They'll take game 2, and we're heading to a third game here in this first best of 3 of the weekend.
Great bounce back here from Shopify. Palafox and B-Boy. Well, I was going to say they were deathless, but Palafox said just have your passive just non-stop feeding your health and mana. I think he will be okay, but it is always scary in those early levels.
I mean, it's full dive just like we expected from 100 Thieves.
Doka would have just continued his path down towards bot. Now River in trouble.
Yeah, River immediately finds himself in a 1v2 against the Cho'Gath and Trundle combo, and Contracts takes him out. Fudge. Okay, they're looking to put the pressure on Palafox over here in the mid lane. Gravity Well is used, but the charm already connects onto the Victor. Palafox knows he ain't going anywhere. The Q returns. So this should be first Drake over to 100 Thieves for free, as Fudge is just going to keep on farming up here with the Cho'Gath. Critically, though, he has not used the Feast on a minion. Sometimes you'll see Cho'Gath
playing this out, and clearly their thought process is get Quid ahead, he will pay it back, but at least thus far, Quid has not been able to.
Ooh, immediate engage coming out from 100 Thieves, though. Zeus is already down, but Contracts is ready to follow it up and makes it a 1-for-1 trade. Now River could be in a little bit of a tough spot as B-Boy fires back. Needs some more damage, though. FBI popping the barrier, looking to stay alive as Dokla heals up there with a call to make, but Fudge cuts him down. Shopify Rebellion win out across the map as FBI dies at the back end of the top
Quarter
side.
of your health. All right, you just eat the whole wave, and now you're back to full.
Yeah, the only concern is, let's see this.
Hold on. Zeus could be in a little bit of trouble here, wants to turn it around onto FBI, gets a two-man Pop Blossom as River tries to dive in, and FBI chasing now after his opponent. B-Boy survives for the time being, but FBI down to 200 HP, has to continue making some space. Palafox and Contracts are here. Nobody on 100 Thieves
Palafox
died.
waiting around nearby. Gravity Well slows Quid down, but it's not like it would be able to lock him up. Now that we've got Zeus also in the area, Contract should have full confidence to be able to finish off this objective. But Quid and Ayla are seeing if maybe there is a trap to be set. Maybe they can catch Palafox.
Why have a TV dinner when you can have a gourmet feast? Like 7 courses.
Dad's barbecue and steak, you just got to hold out.
Yeah, all right, okay. I can respect it, Fudge. Quid is making his way back up here, but without an ulti. Using the Dominus, though, forced back by Palafox. Nocturne ulti's not doing a whole lot here as River is trapped inside the pit having to deal with Contracts. Zeus goes in for the Pop Blossom. He only finds FBI, but that's a pretty good target. 100 Thieves trying to scramble a little bit now as Shopify run forward. Fudge needs a little bit more damage and Quid is gone. Dokla into the back line causing some trouble for Shopify, but not enough. Shopify Rebellion, they'll take the 1 kill, they'll take the Drake, they'll take the fight.
What?
And then the entire time he's getting beat to death by Contracts' front.
Like he couldn't actually ult really. Maybe if like B-Boy or someone is way out of position and just dies for free, you can do something, but I kind of feel like you full send it on B-Boy or Palafox, you kill them, and then you realize, oh wait, like Trundle and Victor and everyone is hitting us and we're kind of just dying. So I just feel like they don't have any damage to actually kill off this comp when they're playing from this kind of a position. So Shopify played it slow, played it steady, and feel like they're playing with a really big draft advantage and looking good.
Okay, 100 Thieves looking to make their dive now. The Pop Blossom defensively finds 3, and Shopify are firing back. Ayla is already down. That was 100 Thieves full send. That was their attempt. That was their trigger pull, and the gun blew up in their hand.
Yeah, that one's feeling like a little bit of a death knell there for them, as now Shopify going to go right down to Otacon. B-Boy's a little bit low. They can try to get back out there. They're going to teleport. This is pretty early, though, and now Dokla's going to be the one potentially caught out on this TP.
Oh boy, they're already waiting. Dokla's in some danger, having to try to slice and dice his way back out. His stats have been sapped. He's knocked up into the air by the rupture, and he's already dead. Dokla spins his summoner spell.
10 seconds.
Yeah, 100 Thieves still in the area, seeing if there's any sort of an angle to get something done, but just with no ult on Quid, with no flash on Ayla, it feels really difficult to even try to approach. Dokla is behind them, but this is going to be gone, and there's another stack going over to Fudge.
Yep, they've already got the Drake, and now Dokla's got to try to get away because Palafox found him. Contracts flashing out. Fudge is going to cover his retreat. Dokla, now isolated from the rest of the team, has to flash back over the wall to make sure he does not get caught by the tangle barbs there from Zeus. Another win for Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, and if you think that front line is tanky now, wait until they get Ocean Soul. That is going to be almost impossible to do anything. 100 Thieves, yeah, it's time to flip it. Just start the Otacon, do something. Like, this game is looking so cooked, so even if it's like a 10% chance, I feel like it's better than what they have now.
Yep, it's a YOLO play, but that's what you need sometimes. Otacon down to 5,000 HP. It's 100 Thieves are looking to send it back on the Fudge, who flashes over the wall, staying alive for now, but he's very, very low. Pop Blossom onto 2. FBI's first to die. Quid having to dash back over the wall to stay alive, as Dokla will be the next man down, and Fudge never even falls. Otacon finally slain by River, but it costs a heavy price. Double kill back over to Contract.
And back in live, we are seeing them do the Baron here, but River just now responding as it is incredibly low, and I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time to even see the Baron die.
Yep, Baron already slain. As you're looking at the
He only
Thieves.
needs 4 more minions. The question is he going to get his guaranteed 6 free minion feasts before the game ends?
Brother, I think this game is going to end far
So do
faster
I.
than that. Like, Shopify Rebellion is up 7,000 gold. It's going to be closer to 8,000 here after this tier 2 is taken mid. Okay, I guess it'll bounce back closer to 7.5 because Dokla is at least going to get the tier
Objective
1
bounty.
turret top lane. That is the first turret that 100 Thieves have acquired in 28 minutes of gameplay. It's a rough one. River's going in though. Paranoia already popped. Ayla tries to hop in first, but immediately takes a ton of damage. Seyo staying alive for now, finds the pop loss, and River is already dead. Dokla makes his entry into the back part of the lines of Shopify, but it will not matter. 100 Thieves, they have no damage. They have no chance. They have nobody left alive. A triple kill for the victor of Palafox. A clean ace for Shopify Rebellion, and that's your game-winning team fight right there. They're going to take down 100 Thieves.
And Shopify Rebellion going to continue their winning ways here, move to 3-0 as far as the match score is completed.
And this was the most one-sided game in the series. 15-3, 11,000 gold lead by the time it's done. There's not even anybody to farm left alive. Ayla respawns, only to be hit immediately with the pillar, and Shopify will take the dub.
Strong performance here from Shopify in games 2.